The sky starts to wake up slowly, painting the mountains with soft pinks and golden hues. It's a new day, beginning its gentle rise over the horizon. The caretaker stretches gently, feeling the warmth of the morning sun on his face. He opens his eyes to see the world around him. Outside, the monastery grounds are still and silent. The trees stand tall and proud, their leaves whispering softly in the light breeze. The air is cool but comfortable, carrying with it a fresh scent of dew from the night. In the distance, birds begin their morning song. Their sweet, melodic chirps fill the air, creating a soft symphony that seems to celebrate the breaking dawn. The caretaker listens carefully, enjoying the beauty and peace of this moment. Inside the small cottage where he sleeps, the sound of the birds is clear, almost like nature's own alarm clock. He gets up slowly, moving with care for fear of waking his companions if any are still asleep. The morning light gently filters through the window of the meditation hall. The caretaker steps inside, feeling the soft carpet underfoot. A warm breeze brings in the fresh scent of pine from outside. They walk over to a cushion and sit down, legs crossed. Closing their eyes, they take deep breaths, allowing the day's quiet calmness to fill them. As the sun touches the edges of the window panes, it casts gentle rays across the space filled with cushions and statues. The caretaker focuses on their breathing, feeling peaceful in the silence. The sun has just begun its morning ascent, casting a soft golden light through the small windows. The caretaker, holding a basket full of fresh produce, walks slowly towards the kitchen where a simple stove stands against one wall. A wooden table and a few stools are nearby. The caretaker sets down the basket on the table. They carefully pick out an apple, a pear, and a handful of plump strawberries from among the greens and vegetables. Each piece of fruit is handled with care, as if each one has its own unique story to tell. The apple is firm and shiny, with a hint of tartness. The pears are ripe and sweet, their skin glistening like polished wood. The strawberries are bright red, their leaves still attached, adding a touch of green contrast. Next, the caretaker goes outside to gather some fresh oats from the monastery garden. They walk over to a small patch where oats grow in neat rows. Each stalk is carefully picked and placed into a bag, ensuring that not even a single grain is left behind. The air carries with it a sweet scent of morning dew and earth. Back inside, the caretaker spreads out the oats on a clean cloth on the table. They pour some water from a pitcher into a pot on the stove and place it over a low flame to heat up. While waiting for the water to boil, they take out their cooking utensils, a wooden spoon, a ceramic bowl, and a knife. With gentle hands, the caretaker slices the fruits. The apple is peeled, then halved and cut into thin wedges. The pears are cored and sliced almost as if cutting through a soft cloud. The strawberries are left whole, their bright red color adding a pop of color to the meal. Each piece is laid out neatly on a platter. The water begins to boil, and the caretaker adds the oats into the pot, stirring them gently with a wooden spoon. They add just enough milk to make it creamy, but not too thick. The aroma of oatmeal fills the kitchen as the mixture starts to simmer softly. As the morning light filters through the windows, a gentle peace settles over the kitchen. The sounds of nature, birds singing outside and leaves rustling in the breeze, are almost like a lullaby. The caretaker knows that this is the start of a new day, filled with simple pleasures and quiet moments. After breakfast, the caretaker gathers their basket filled with offerings and steps outside into the fresh morning light. The sun rises gently in the sky, painting everything a soft pink and orange. Birds chirp softly, singing their early morning songs. The path winds through the monastery grounds, covered with a layer of dew-laden grass that squishes softly underfoot. Each step is a gentle sound, echoing through the stillness of dawn. The air feels crisp and clean, carrying the scent of wildflowers and damp earth. As they walk, the caretaker notices a small bird perched on a branch. It flutters its wings and then lands right in front of them, as if drawn by their presence. They stop for a moment to watch, feeling a sense of peace and connection with nature. Further along, the path leads past rows of neatly trimmed trees that create a green tunnel. The leaves whisper softly in the breeze, rustling like old friends greeting each other. They continue walking, enjoying the quiet beauty around them. A gentle stream flows nearby, its water sparkling as it moves. The caretaker cups their hands and scoops up a drink from the cool water. It feels refreshing on their tongue, invigorating their body and soul. After a while, they reach a small clearing where the monastery's garden is beginning to bloom. Petals of various colors are just starting to unfurl in the warmth of the early morning sun. The caretaker kneels down and picks some wildflowers, arranging them carefully in their basket. As they stand up, a faint breeze carries the scent of lavender and rosemary from the garden. They take a deep breath, feeling refreshed and ready for the day ahead. With a smile on their face, they continue their walk back to the monastery, knowing that this gentle morning has already filled them with peace. In the early morning light, just as the sun begins its gentle ascent over the mountains, a few visitors arrive at the tranquil monastery. They walk quietly, shoulders hunched against the cool breeze that whispers through the pine trees. The caretaker stands by the entrance, his steps measured and calm. He greets each visitor with a warm smile, offering them tea from the small pot on the side table. The guests accept gratefully, their faces showing relief and appreciation for this peaceful place. Leading them to a quiet corner under a large, ancient tree, he softly speaks their names, inviting them closer. "Morning, Father Andrew," he says gently, his voice soft but clear. Father Andrew nods, setting down his bag beside him on the mossy ground. The caretaker then guides two more visitors, Mr. Lee and Mrs. Thompson, to join the others. Together, they sit in a circle, each person finding their own small space. The air is filled with the scent of fresh earth and pine, mingling with the subtle aroma of tea brewing. The caretaker sits beside them, his hands folded gently on his lap. He waits calmly, allowing everyone to settle into the quiet atmosphere. The gentle hum of birdsong fills the air as the sun climbs higher in the sky. The visitors close their eyes, taking deep breaths, and begin their morning prayers. They speak in hushed tones, their voices blending together in a peaceful melody that echoes through the forest. The sunlight filters through the large windows in the monastery hall, casting warm, golden light on the group gathered around. Soft hums and gentle chants fill the air as the caretaker begins to lead everyone into prayer time. He stands at the front of the room, his voice steady and calm. The words are simple and familiar, words that have been said here for centuries. "Hail Mary, full of grace," he starts softly, inviting everyone to join in. The voices blend together, creating a beautiful, soothing melody as if the day's worries slowly fade away with each repeated phrase. People close their eyes, breathing deeply. The room feels peaceful and serene, filled with a sense of unity and calm. Children sit still, listening carefully, while adults lean back in their chairs, lost in the rhythm of the prayers. Even the youngest child begins to whisper the words quietly, drawn into the gentle flow of sound. The caretaker moves his hands gently, almost like he is conducting an invisible orchestra, guiding everyone through each line. The room seems to hum with a soft energy, every voice adding layers to the prayer until it becomes a single, harmonious melody that fills the entire space. Time stretches out as the group continues to pray. Outside, birds chirp softly and the wind murmurs in the trees, but none of these sounds break the tranquil atmosphere. Inside, Only the gentle hum of voices and the occasional whisper can be heard. As the prayers draw to a close, everyone opens their eyes, refreshed and calm. The caretaker nods to each person, acknowledging their participation with a simple smile. Slowly, the group begins to move out of the hall, each step light and unhurried, as if they are leaving behind not just a room but also a small piece of peace. The sun was starting its slow descent into the mountainside, casting golden hues over the tranquil gardens. Sister Eliza walked through the rows of flowers and vegetables with her trusty watering can in hand. The scent of fresh earth and blooming petals filled the air. She approached a row of rose bushes. Each delicate petal seemed to whisper softly as she watered them gently. Carefully, she trimmed away any dead branches or buds that were no longer vibrant. Gentle and kind, Sister Eliza whispered to herself, smiling at the beauty around her. Moving further on, she came across a small patch of tomatoes. The plants were lush and green, but two had started to wilt. With practiced hands, Sister Eliza pruned away the weak ones, ensuring that only the strongest would thrive. Only the best must grow, she thought as she neatly arranged the remaining leaves. She found a corner where some herbs were struggling. Determined, she poured water slowly and steadily into the soil, coaxing life back to them. As the water trickled from the hose, Sister Eliza hummed softly, her voice blending with the gentle rustling of the leaves in the breeze. "Water is life," she murmured. Satisfied that everything was healthy and vibrant, Sister Eliza decided to rest for a moment under an old oak tree. The tree's branches were heavy with green, offering a perfect spot for a short break. She sat down on the soft grass beneath it and looked up at the sky, feeling the cool earth beneath her. The sound of water from the hose continued softly in the background, providing a soothing backdrop to the quiet afternoon. Sister Eliza closed her eyes, allowing herself the peace that surrounded her. Calm and still, she thought, breathing deeply. The caretaker returns to the warm kitchen of the mountain monastery. The sunlight filters through the large windows, casting soft patches of light on the polished wooden tables. A gentle breeze rustles the nearby trees, whispering a comforting lullaby. The caretaker places a basket filled with fresh vegetables from the garden on the counter. Carrots, tomatoes, lettuce. Each vegetable is plump and vibrant, just picked this morning. The scent of earth and freshness fills the air, making the room feel even more welcoming. With care, the caretaker begins to prepare lunch. First, they fill a large pot with water, setting it on the stove. The sound of bubbling water is soothing, like a distant lullaby. As the water heats up, the caretaker carefully washes and cuts the vegetables into small pieces. Each cut is precise, almost meditative. The next task is to slice some fruits for dessert. Pomegranates, apples, and oranges are laid out on the countertop. The caretaker uses a sharp knife to make even slices, ensuring that every piece looks perfect. The fruits are arranged neatly in bowls, ready to be served. A sprinkle of sugar adds just the right touch of sweetness. Meanwhile, the water for the noodles boils gently on the stove. Steam rises softly, creating a warm mist around the kitchen. The caretaker stirs the water occasionally, watching as it turns from cool to hot. Soft music plays in the background, a gentle melody that seems to fit the peaceful setting. The vegetables are now ready to be cooked. The caretaker carefully adds them to the pot of boiling water. They stir gently, ensuring each piece is evenly cooked. The smell of fresh vegetables cooking fills the room, adding to the tranquil atmosphere. A simple meal begins to take shape before their eyes. As lunch is prepared, the caretaker thinks about how important it is to make time for rest and renewal. Cooking such a peaceful meal is not just about providing food. It's about creating an environment that brings calm and comfort. Finally, everything is ready. The bowls of sliced fruits sit on one side, and the cooked noodles with vegetables are placed in another. A simple yet satisfying lunch is set before them, ready to be enjoyed. In the cool of the late afternoon, Brother James decides it's time for his afternoon rest. He gathers his books from the neatly arranged shelves and carries them to his room. There, he sits on a comfortable wooden chair by the window. The sunlight filters through the shutters, casting soft, golden rays across the floor. Brother James opens one of the ancient books, turning the pages slowly. Each page is filled with beautiful calligraphy, stories that have been read for generations. He reads softly, his voice barely audible, allowing the words to soothe him. Outside, the sounds of nature fill the air. Birds singing, the gentle breeze rustling leaves. Brother James feels a deep sense of peace as he reads. The world outside fades away, and all he can hear is the quiet breathing of the forest around him. After a while, his eyes begin to drift close. He leans back in his chair, feeling more relaxed than ever before. His breath slows down, and his body relaxes into the soft cushioning of the chair. As the sun begins its descent behind the distant mountains, casting a golden glow through the monastery windows, the caretaker steps into the quiet meditation hall. The room is dimmer now, the light filtering through the ancient windows giving everything a soft, warm hue. The air in the hall feels cool and steady, almost as if it has been waiting for this moment to be filled with peaceful silence once more. The wooden floor creaks softly underfoot, reminding the caretaker of the long history of meditation that fills these walls. In one corner, an old incense burner sits still, its white smoke slowly rising into the air, filling the room with a gentle scent of peace and calm. The cushions in front of it are laid out neatly, each one marking a spot for those who have taken their place here to find inner tranquility. The caretaker takes his seat on the cushion at the center of the hall, carefully arranging himself so that his back is straight and his mind is clear. He closes his eyes, feeling the warmth of the remaining sunlight on his face, letting it soothe him as he prepares for a deep meditation. As he breathes in deeply, the sound of birds singing outside faintly echoes through the walls, but here inside, all sounds fade away into nothingness. His heart slows, his mind empties, and with each passing moment, he feels more and more at peace. The sky darkens as the day draws to an end, wrapping the mountain monastery in shadows. Sister Hua steps outside, her movements gentle and unhurried, like wind through leaves. She opens a sliding door leading into the small courtyard, revealing a small table set with simple, plain white cushions. She places the cushions carefully, arranging them neatly around the table. Each cushion is smooth and soft, made from natural materials. Sister Hua's hands run over their surfaces, ensuring they are just right before stepping back to admire her work. Next, she fills a teapot with water from the small stream that winds its way through the monastery grounds. The sound of boiling water echoes softly, like distant laughter. She brings it to the table and sets it on a small stone pedestal, where it will keep warm until evening visitors arrive. She then pulls out a basket filled with fruits and nuts, apples, pears, almonds, and figs. These are arranged in an attractive pile next to the teapot, creating a welcoming sight for any guests who might visit tonight. Sister Hua picks up a small tray with a few cups, placing them by the cushions. The cups are simple, each one holding the promise of warm tea to follow. She straightens and steps back, satisfied with her preparations. The night air is cool but not cold, carrying the scent of pine needles from nearby trees. Sister Hua inhales deeply, feeling a sense of peace settling over her. Her heart slows as she waits for any visitors who might arrive tonight. The evening grows cooler, the air carrying a gentle chill that whispers through the monastery's thick stone walls. Inside the small prayer room, The caretaker stands by the fireplace, its warm glow casting soft shadows on the ancient wooden floor. He lights a new candle, its flame flickering gently as it takes hold. The scent of incense wafts from the burner placed near the altar, filling the air with a sweet, calming aroma. The room is quiet, save for the occasional rustle of leaves outside and the distant call of crickets. The caretaker begins to chant softly, his voice deep and comforting as it echoes through the space. His words are simple and peaceful. Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will done on earth as it is in heaven. Other monks join him, their voices blending into a harmonious melody that mingles with the warmth of the fire. The room fills with a sense of calm and unity, as if the entire building breathes together. As the prayers continue, the caretaker's mind wanders to the peaceful nights he has spent here, watching over this sanctuary. Each repetition brings him closer to a state of tranquility, his body relaxing with each breath. Outside, the first stars begin to twinkle in the deepening sky. Inside, the room remains warm and cozy, the air thick with the scent of incense and the soft glow of candles. The prayers end, and the caretaker gently extinguishes the remaining flames, symbolizing the closing of another peaceful day at the monastery. As the sun sets behind the mountains, casting a warm orange glow over the valley, Brother Thomas begins his evening routine at the tranquil mountain monastery. The gentle sound of leaves rustling in the breeze is accompanied by the distant call of an owl, adding to the serene atmosphere. Brother Thomas walks through the stone hallway, his quiet footsteps echoing softly on the wooden floor. He reaches the entrance and opens the door wide, allowing the last rays of sunlight to filter inside before closing it gently behind him. The air inside feels fresh and cool, carrying with it a hint of pine from the nearby forest. He makes his way to the main hall, where he pauses at the large oak doors that lead outside. With careful precision, Brother Thomas locks each door, ensuring they are secure against any unexpected visitors. He then moves onto the windows, sliding them shut and latching them tightly. The sound of the latch clicking into place is satisfyingly solid, a reassurance that all is safe for the night. Next, he heads to the kitchen where the faint light from an oil lamp hangs in the air, casting soft shadows around the room. He fills up his water jug by the well and brings it back inside, setting it down on a small table near the door. The jugs clink softly as they land, a soothing sound that quiets the evening. After securing all the doors and windows, Brother Thomas finds himself standing in the main hall once more. He looks around at the wooden beams and the soft glow of the oil lamps hanging from the ceiling. The monks' robes and prayer books lie neatly on their cushions, waiting for morning. Brother Thomas takes a deep breath, feeling the weight of peace settle over him. He walks slowly to one of the large bookcases filled with ancient manuscripts and Bibles. Reaching inside, he pulls out a soft blanket and lays it carefully over the prayer cushion by the window, ready for anyone who might seek solace in the night. As Brother Thomas turns to leave, he pauses again at the main door, giving it one last glance. The quiet hum of the monastery settles around him like a gentle hug, wrapping him in warmth and peace. He steps out into the cool evening air, closing the door behind him with a soft click that blends perfectly with the night. Back inside, Brother Thomas heads to his sleeping quarters. His small room is simple but homely, furnished with a single bed, a desk with a stack of books, and a small writing area. He removes his sandals and places them neatly by the door, then sits on the edge of his bed. The lamp on the desk casts a warm light around him, creating a cozy atmosphere. Brother Thomas feels a sense of contentment wash over him as he prepares for bed. He picks up an old book from the shelf, its pages worn but full of wisdom and knowledge. He settles into bed, closing his eyes with a gentle smile, ready to let go of the day's worries and drift into a peaceful sleep. The caretaker stretches gently, his movements slow and deliberate as he steps out into the quiet of the mountain night. The monastery is wrapped in darkness, its large windows glowing softly from within, like distant stars twinkling under a vast, black sky. He walks along the well-worn path surrounding the grounds, feeling the cool air on his face as it rustles through the leaves of the trees. Each step echoes softly beneath his feet, creating a gentle rhythm that helps him calm his mind and steady his breathing. The night is still, only the occasional sound of an owl calling out or a distant stream trickling past breaking the silence. The path winds gently upward, leading to a small garden where he stops for a moment. Here, the air is filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. He looks up at the vast expanse of stars, feeling a sense of peace and wonder. The world below seems so quiet, almost asleep, as if holding its breath. As he continues his walk, he passes by the vegetable garden where the caretaker has worked hard during the day. Now, the plants stand silent under the moonlight, their leaves glistening with dew. Each plant is a reminder of the cycle of life and growth that happens every night, even as everything seems still and quiet. At last, he comes to a small wooden bridge over a stream. The water flows gently beneath him, its sound soft but steady. He stands for a moment, letting the cool wind blow across his face. The moonlight bathes the stream in a silvery glow, making it look like nothing more than a ribbon of light. The caretaker takes one last deep breath, filling his lungs with a crisp night air. Then he turns and begins to walk back towards the monastery, his footsteps steady and confident. As he enters the main hall, he says a quiet prayer for peace, health, and prosperity for all who will wake in the morning. After walking through the quiet monastery and checking on all the guests, he returns to his small room. The door creaks softly as it closes behind him, and the soft sounds of night begin to settle in. He sits down on a plush cushion by the table that occupies one corner of his room. A soft bedside lamp casts a warm glow over the page of the book he has brought with him. The light is gentle and comforting, not too bright, but just enough to read by easily. He takes a deep breath, feeling the calmness spread through his body. The pages of the book are smooth under his fingers, each one turning slowly as he reads. The words flow gently like a stream, guiding him into another world where worries melt away with every line. As he moves through the story, the characters come alive in his imagination. He pictures them walking through forests and solving mysteries, their adventures making his heart feel lighter. Each page brings new discoveries and unexpected twists that make him smile softly. The scent of fresh flowers mixes with the faint smell of polished wood from the table. Outside, the night air is cool but not too cold, just right for a quiet evening in. He reads on, getting lost in the story until it's time to think about sleep. The book closes gently as he sets it down, and he feels the warmth of contentment wash over him. As the sun sets behind the mountains, casting a golden glow through the windows of the monastery, the caretaker begins the routine that leads to night. With gentle steps, she walks into her small room. The room is cozy and warm, filled with the soft light from an oil lamp. She takes off her work clothes, simple robes that have seen many days of caring for the monastery. Fold by fold, she carefully lays them on a chair near the door. Each piece lands softly on its surface, making a gentle rustling sound as they settle in their new place. Next, she moves to the drawer where she keeps her night clothes. She opens it slowly, feeling each garment with care. Today's robes were worn and needed repair, but tonight is different. She takes out two fresh, clean robes, light and comfortable. She dresses quickly yet thoughtfully, wrapping herself in a light blanket that feels like a warm hug. The material is soft against her skin, making her feel safe and loved. Finally, she goes to the small table beside her bed. There are books laid out there, some with stories of old monks, their wisdom and teachings. She picks up one book and places it by her pillow. These stories will lull her gently into sleep tonight. She turns off the oil lamp, letting the darkness envelop her room. The silence deepens as she settles onto the bed. The coolness of the mattress contrasts with the warmth of the blanket, wrapping her in a peaceful cocoon. As she closes her eyes, the soft hum of the nearby stream outside begins to lull her. The gentle rush of water and the distant calls of the night birds create a soothing background noise. The caretaker lies down on her bed, feeling the softness of the mattress beneath her. The pillow is comfortable against her head, and she closes her eyes gently. She takes a deep breath, inhaling the fresh scent of pine trees from outside. She feels calm and content, all the worries of the day slowly fading away. Her breath becomes slower and deeper with each exhale, and she feels herself sinking into the mattress, growing lighter. Outside, the sound of nature echoes softly, chirping birds, a gentle breeze rustling through the leaves. The caretaker listens to these sounds, letting them lull her even more deeply into a peaceful state. She thinks about the tranquility of the mountain monastery and how it brings her peace. She feels grateful for this moment, for all the rest that awaits her. The caretaker's eyes remain closed, and she breathes in slowly, feeling more relaxed with each breath. She begins to drift off, her mind emptying itself of any thoughts or concerns. Finally, she falls into a deep, peaceful sleep, surrounded by the stillness of the night. The gentle sounds of nature continue softly, as if bidding her good night.